good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever time of the day it is that you're practicing. Welcome to Finally Friday Slowdown. I'm Amanda, and I'm here in Destin, Florida. This is my shop here in Destin, and decided to film here this morning. Feel free to look me up on Facebook or Instagram at Wildflower Destin. Today is a great day to just slow down, reset. That's what we're going to do. Had a great talk with my dear friend Amber this morning in India, and we were talking about releasing the past and, moving into this new dimension that we're in. It's like new pathways are opening up for me, just because I've been forced to stay in one place, so to speak, even though I have two places I'm going back and forth from. I can't really get in a plane and leave the country like I had planned on doing, and so it's kind of but guided me to direct my attention inwards. And so I've grown and traveled, I guess you could say, in different areas and dimensions even, and I feel like that's what we are all experiencing on some level, whether we're conscious of it or not. And there's this really great song by Florence and the Machine. It's been in my mind for 2 days now. Regrets collect like old friends, here to relive your darkest moments. I can see no way, and all of the ghouls come out to play, and every demon wants his pound of flesh. But I like to keep some things to myself. I like to keep my issues drawn. It's always darkest before the dawn. And I've been a fool and I've been blind. I can never leave the past behind. I'm always dragging that horse around, and our love has pastured such a mournful sound. Tonight I'm gonna bury that horse in the ground. So I like to keep my issues drawn. It's always darkest before the dawn. So it's like, we keep our issues stuffed and we hold on to all this stuff and we're dragging this dead horse around. And that, I could just so relate to that. So it's such a liberating thing when you're able to let go of every wrong that anybody's ever done to you, and move into your power, your new, whatever it is that you're stepping into right now. And Dharna in yoga is one-pointed concentration. That's Dharna, Dharna. And I feel like that is the doorway when we can learn to tap in and tune in and step through that pathway, that doorway, whatever it is, that obstacle, whatever it is that we're letting go of. And that's when we find our true freedom and liberation, wherever it is we are. It doesn't matter if we, fly to Bali or India or Costa Rica or wherever it is we want to go. We can find that wherever we are. So let's go ahead and take a couple deep breaths and tap in, tune in. Go ahead, close your eyes, find a comfortable seat. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Releasing your shoulders, releasing your spine. On the third breath, hold it at the top. Relax the mind. Release to the mouth. As you release, just let your body feel heavy. Feel the weight of the mass of your body rested on the earth. Each breath connecting you to space, each exhale rooting further into the earth. Imagine little roots be growing out from your spine. Each inhale you take from the nutrients from the earth gives, and you naturally receive. Just tapping into the breath. The breath becomes our one point of focus, becomes that doorway into our liberation, our freedom. Feeling the veins in your body as you inhale the beautiful oxygen. It delivers it to every organ, every cell, from your fingertips to your toes, to your hair follicles on your head. You can feel every cell vibrating with each breath. We're going to do some alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana breath. So you're going to take your pointer finger and your middle finger and bend it. So you've got your thumb and your ring finger here. And we'll take one full inhalation and exhalation, and then we'll take another inhale and we'll cover with the right nostril first. We'll cover our thumb over the right nostril first. And I'll take an inhale, exhale. Inhale, cover the right nostril. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Continue this for a few more rounds on your own. Great, couple more rounds. Take a big breath through both nostrils. Hold at the top. Relax your mind. And release. Just notice how you feel. Notice your mind. Notice your thoughts. Go ahead and come into child's pose. Reach your arms out. Place your forehead on the mat. Coming back to your breath. Tapping into your own inner wisdom, your inner knowing, your inner guidance. And go ahead and shift your weight over into your forearms and just start to lengthen out all the way down to your belly. Coming into Sphinx pose. Lift up through the heart. And then exhale as you come up into a little mini plank here. Just continue the breath. Get a little fire into our core. And then release back down. Take an inhale to Sphinx. And then exhale, come all the way down to the earth. Just really being receptive to earth here. Drawing in the energy from the earth. And then reach your arms out wide or in a T. Bend your right leg and kick it over to the left. Just take a little shoulder stretch here. Just breathe into any tightness that you feel. And then come back around, roll over to the other side, bend the left leg, take it over the right for a little side stretch here. Releasing what doesn't serve you into the earth. She transmutes it and gives it back to you in energy that you're able to share with your community, with your family and friends. Inhale, roll your shoulders back and lift your heart for a little cobra here. Exhale, lower. We're going to do that a couple more times. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart like a balloon. And then exhale, bring it back down. Lift the heart one more time. Hold it here. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, lift your butt, and move back into an active child's pose. And then as you inhale, roll your back. Come into tabletop. Take a few cat-cows here. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Move with your breath. Ant on me. Move with your breath. Try to connect your inhale and your exhale in one long continuous flow. Take any other intuitive movements here that you feel like your body's needing. Maybe rolling your hips, rolling your shoulders. And then find a neutral spine. Walk your hands out and come into a puppy pose. Bringing your forehead to the mat. Let your heart melt. Surrendering to that space inside. That doorway that leads us to true liberation and transcendence. Start to come out of puppy pose, come back to tabletop, tuck your toes, find your hands directly under your shoulders and just lift your knees. Take a full inhalation here. Fill the chest with air and then send the heels, send the legs back and come into down dog. Find a nice wide down dog here. Maybe pedal your feet out, dropping one knee at a time. Maybe stretching out your toes as you roll your feet over your toes and pedal your feet, pedal your knees. Lift the hips and then tilt the pelvis towards the floor as you lift your hips. So tilt the pubic bone towards the floor as you lift the hips, and draw the navel towards the spine as you extend through the shoulders and melt your heart. Feeling a nice sensation in the upper back as the heart melts. And then come up to your tippy toes and roll the spine over into a plank. Bend the knees, tuck the tail, and send the hips back up into down dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, roll to plank. Exhale, press to down dog. One more time. Move with the breath seamlessly. And then we're going to tiptoe the feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Try to keep your legs straight. And then release. Let the weight go to the balls of the feet. Maybe take opposite elbows here. Release your neck, release your head, release everything. Release your arms. Your torso is completely heavy. Slightly bend your knees and press your feet in as you start to rise. Let your torso be heavy. Let your head be heavy. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, lift the arms and reach through the fingertips, grounding down through the feet, lengthening through the spine. Swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, extend through the spine. Exhale, step into plank. Option to lower the knees here, bend the elbows and come all the way to the ground. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and lift the heart, cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Look towards the hands and either step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Inhale the arms overhead. Lengthen. This time take hold of the left wrist, ground down through the left foot and reach over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Take hold of the right wrist, reach over to the left. Ground down through the right foot. Inhale, both arms to center. Swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back, high lunge. Lengthen through the spine. Come up to the fingertips and lift up through the heart. Lower the right knee. Inhale, both arms come overhead. Lifting through the heart. Maybe take a little back bend here. You can drop your elbows if you want, opening up to new possibilities, new opportunities. And then exhale, bring the hands back down, lift the right knee and step the left foot back to down dog. Look to the hands, bend the knees and hop or step into forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back, high lunge. Making sure that ankle's right under the knee. Lengthen through the spine and come up to the fingertips as you lift your heart. Really make sure that left heel's pressed back towards the back of your mat. Then drop the left knee. Inhale, raise the arms. Take a little back bend here. Maybe let the elbows fall, lifting through the heart. And then exhale, bring the hands back down, lift the left knee, step the right foot back to plank. Take your vinyasa of your choice, or you can just move back to down dog. Do what feels good to you. This is slow down, so you don't want to go like full out like you would in a vinyasa class, but maybe go like 60 to 80%. Just really listen to your body and do what feels good to you. Coming back to your breath. Drop your knees to the wide edges of your mat. Bring your feet together and take a wide-legged child's pose. Really let your heart melt here. And bring one side of your cheeks down. So don't go, just go as low as you can here. Really just hugging on the earth, loving up to the earth. The earth will always support you. She'll always give you what you need. But we always have to give back to her. And whatever cheek you have, switch sides. Maybe even just creep your fingertips up to the top of the mat a little bit. And try to melt your heart even closer. And on the next inhale, roll up into tabletop, tuck your toes, and make your way back to down dog. Look towards your hands, bend your knees, and either hop or lightly step up to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Take a nice deep breath. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Just release the arms into Tadasana and notice where you are. Notice your feet, connection to the earth. The prana moving through your veins. And then shift your weight over into the right side as you kickstand your left foot. Inhale to reach your left leg high, foot is flexed. And then you're going to shift your weight into a warrior three. So you can bring your hands together in prayer. And then lightly step your left leg back into warrior one. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat and come into a high lunge. Drop the left knee. Bring the right hand up to the right knee and take a little twist here. If this feels okay, you can reach your right hand back for your left foot, taking the left foot for an even deeper twist. Maybe even letting the right knee fall out. Maybe even coming down to the forearm here. Do what feels good to you. And then release your left leg. Bring both hands to the inside of the right leg. So come into lizard pose. You can lift the left knee, feel into the lizard, but then set it back down. And you're going to come down to the forearms. If you have a block or a blanket, you can use that here too. But instead of letting the right knee just fall out to the side, try to hug it in as much as you can. So you're gonna feel it right in between the thighs here. Send the breath to all those dark and tight places. And start to press yourself back up. Lift through the left knee and step back to down dog. Look towards the hands and then hop or step into forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees and rise. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Shift your weight over into the left foot, kickstand the right. Inhale to lift the right leg. Shift into warrior three. Step the right foot behind you for warrior one. Inhale, lift both arms. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the earth. Come into a high lunge. Drop the right knee. Bring the left hand to the left knee and take a little twist. You can stay here, or you can take it a step further, lifting the right leg. Maybe reach the left hand back for the right foot. Take and leave it more. And this might be enough for some. Some might want to go further and bring the right forearm down. Do what feels good to your body. Don't press yourself too far. But let yourself fall into more of a depth. Finding more depth in your practice. And then release your right leg. Start to walk yourself. Bring both hands to the inside of your left foot. You can leave your right knee on the ground. You can bring it up and then hug the left knee towards your shoulder as you set it back down. And keep the left knee towards the shoulder as you start to settle into your lizard pose. Finding a deeper depth. Noticing the texture of your breath. Noticing the sensations in your hips, in your legs, in your feet, in your fingers. And then start to walk yourself back up. Make your way back into a down dog. You can stay here or move through a flow. Moving with your breath. Meet back in down dog. Continue the breath here. Inhale, lift the right leg for three-legged dog. Drop it over to the left. Inhale, come back to three-legged. And then step the right foot between the hands. Plant the back foot at 90 degrees and then inhale, reach the left arm high, coming into extended side angle. Maybe following the gaze up to the sky. On the next inhale, we're going to rise for warrior two. Gazing out over the right arm. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, moving into triangle pose, reaching up through the right arm. Drop the right arm to the inside of the right leg. Reaching up through the left arm. Extending through the crown of the head. And then lower the left arm to meet the right, shifting into pyramid. So you're going to square your hips, back foot's at 45 degrees and the heels are adjacent to each other. Fold over the front leg. Plant the left hand and inhale the right arm high, taking a pyramid twist. And then slowly come back down. You're going to walk both your hands to the front of the mat. Bring both feet facing forward for a wide-legged forward fold. You can bring your hands as you walk them towards the center, or you can bring them to your big toes. You can bring your peace fingers to your big toes. Releasing your head, releasing your neck. Slightly bend the knees, bring the hands to the hips, and start to rise. Reach both arms overhead. And then exhale to the back of the mat, coming into Warrior Two. Inhale to reverse. And then exhale, come all the way down to side angle. Release the right arm, coming into a high lunge. Lower the right leg. Bring the left hand to the right knee and take a little twist here. Again, taking any version that you would like. And then releasing. Step back to down dog. But lift the left leg and come into three-legged dog. Drop it over to the right. Inhale, lift the left back to three-legged. And then exhale, lower it back down. Coming back to down dog. Take a flow from here, or just stay in down dog. Step the left foot between the hands. Rise for Warrior Two. Lengthen through the left leg, hinge at the hips, reach the left arm as far forward as it'll go, and come back into triangle on the left side. Your hand can be to the inside or the outside of the left leg. Reach your heart forward and plug your right shoulder socket into the shoulder as you lift up through the right hand. Fingertips spread wide. Maybe your gaze follows. And then lower the right hand. Square off here. Take pyramid pose on the left side. Heels are adjacent to each other. Hips are squared to the back of the mat. And then take revolve pyramid. Plugging that left shoulder into the shoulder blade. As you reach up through the left palm, reaching the heart backwards, forwards. It'll be reaching your chest towards the back, I guess. And then lower the left arm. Walk both hands around, come back into a wide-legged forward fold. Taking the outside edges of the foot, maybe the big toe, or maybe walking the hands behind you, getting a nice deep stretch. Whatever feels good to you right here. And then bring the hands to the hips and start to rise, lifting through the heart. Inhale, both arms overhead. And then exhale, come into Warrior Two towards the front. Inhale, come back into Warrior One. And then exhale, step the left foot to the front of the mat. Coming into Tadasana. Just grounding through the feet here. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step both feet back to plank. Take one last vinyasa of your choice. Meet back in down dog. Step the right foot forward, lower the left knee. Inhale, bring both arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Step the right foot back and come into tabletop. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, come back to tabletop. Reach both knees wide and come into a child's pose. Just letting everything go here. Moving into more of our restorative portion of our practice. So you can go ahead and walk your hands coming up, and then go ahead and come around and sit on your butt. Bring your legs in front of you. Find your sit bones. Press your palms into the earth and lift up to lengthen through the spine. Letting the spine be long, and then set yourself back down. Keep the heart lifted and walk your hands towards your feet. Each inhale, lifting through the heart, lengthening through the spine. Each exhale, walking a little bit further, melting a little bit more. Keep the feet flexed and the calves pressed against the earth. Keep the pelvis wide as you melt the heart towards the legs. Just breathe. Notice your breath. Notice where you're holding back. And just let go. If you have a blanket or bolster, you can even bring that and lay your head on it. Just soften into this pose. Notice any sensations that arise. Knowing that you can let go of everything that holds you back, and there's no fear of moving into your true power. Knowing that you are connected and protected and held. And then release as you start to come out of this, removing any props. So for the next thing, you're gonna need a blanket or a towel, and you're gonna take it and roll it up long ways. And you're gonna place it right behind you. And you're gonna lay down where your shoulder blades meet at the bottom, right here in the middle of the back. Just laying the shoulder blades flat. Setting them flat. Bring your arms out wide. You can have your knees, your legs long, or you can bring your feet together in a butterfly pose. If that's too much, you can set pillows or bolsters or blocks underneath your knees too for support. Just feel the support here. Let yourself go. Let yourself be open and vulnerable and safe and protected at the same time. This is a very new feeling for some, uncomfortable maybe. But much needed for growth and expansion. And healing and liberation. When you're ready, go ahead and close your knees together. Remove any props that you have. Bring your feet out, let your feet fall to the side, and find your final resting pose. So I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you need to today. And I'll leave you with this from this song, Shake It Out. I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. So here's to drinks in the dark at the end of my road. I'm ready to suffer and I'm ready to hope. It's a shot in the dark and right at my throat. 'Cause looking for heaven for the devil in me, what the hell am I gonna let it happen to me? So just shake it out. I'm done with my graceless heart. Tonight I'm gonna cut it out and then restart. 'Cause I like to keep my issues drawn. It's always darkest before the dawn. And so I just invite you to be open to whatever that looks like for you, whatever the universe has in store. And know that whatever you're going through, that change is just around the corner. And it's not gonna be like this forever. So I encourage you to stay strong, stay in your practice, and thank you for joining me this morning. Namaste.